Hey everybody, it's me, Will.
And me, Kristen.
Welcome to another live recording of Guide to the Unknown.
Yes, thank you for being here.
Kristen was just telling me that she just watched the movie Beverly Hills Ninja, starring Chris Farley.
I did, because people were talking about it at Ryan's job, and so he wanted to give it a look.
And?
I mean, there were some funny things in it, but...
What was the funniest thing? What made
I
you
don't
laugh?
know. I don't know. Something did make me laugh, though. I'm not sure. I couldn't even tell you what. I was half paying attention to it. I was like on my computer or something, which I like never do, but it was understood. Ryan was like, this wasn't like a movie we're going to sit down and watch together. He wanted to put it on, and I was like, all right,
Yeah.
do your thing. I'll do my thing.
Yeah.
Something did make me laugh, though. I don't remember what. But yeah.
Well,
Yeah, well.
I don't know. If you laughed once, I'd judge you.
Yeah.
What's going on, everybody?
Yeah.
Thank you so much for hanging out with us.
Yeah.
Feel free to pop something in the chat, say hello.
Yeah, please do. Thanks
It
for
helps
being
us
here.
understand whether or not everything is running properly. And, we had lag the last couple of weeks, but
That's
hopefully
right.
that will be sorted out.
Oh, that's right. You
for
thought
this
you
very
like figured
stream.
something out.
Yes, I think so.
Cool.
I think so. And I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to take a couple minutes. Would you mind doing some sharing? And
Yeah,
I'm going to
no problem.
I want to save some stuff to show,
Okay.
if possible, on the video version. So let's save as, and then I'm going to go ahead and pop this sucker into 107. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, yay.
Just sharing around. Can't see the chat right now, but guys, say hi to each other in there while we can't see it.
Yeah. Yes. We'll be with you shortly.
Yes.
Shortly. Scary person. This is something that I want to show people. Scary person.
Okay.
Headlights. This is something I want to show you.
Man.
You will see. You will see.
You'll all see.
That probably won't read. This barely reads. I don't know if this will really show. Thing in sky. You will see.
You will see.
You will see. Feet. We'll save this as. Feet. You will see.
Man.
And then we'll follow that up with legs. You will see.
Boy, there's sure a lot to see, Will.
And that is all I will show. For that is all that can be seen. Michelle's here. She says, good evening. Tabitha,
Michelle.
Miss Sweetie, Megan, hello.
Hey, everybody.
Hope you're all having pleasant evenings.
Yeah, totally do.
Now let me add.
Just doing some sharing.
I wonder how this will work.
I'm sharing like Osborne.
Cancel that.
Woo, I think I'm getting heartburn now.
Oh, no.
Woo.
Oh, no. Kristen ate chips and tzatziki too fast.
Woo. Oh, things are happening.
Hey, Mom.
Hi, Mom.
Things are happening.
Scintillating watching.
Things are happening. We're watching Kristen digest in
I'm
real
not.
time.
I'm not used to gastrointestinal distress. I got a pretty good system going here.
Yeah.
And I'm not feeling so good. I plan on talking about it the whole time.
Can't wait.
I had no time to eat, and I didn't eat all day today except for breakfast. And so I rushed home, ate these chips and tzatziki really fast, walked crumbs, and came over here. And it turned out it was too fast, guys.
Way too fast.
Anybody else been there?
Kristen,
Indigestion crowd say, what?
What? You ever heard of being reckless? You should be more careful.
You're right.
Now, what is it? Thing in sky? I think. Thing in sky, then feet, then legs.
Wow.
This will all make sense in a minute. Well, over the course of several minutes. This is the episode, basically. The things that I'm pulling up here. And I will help give context to what is arising.
Or what is vanishing.
Honestly, it was very fun doing all this research.
Okay,
and
good.
It reminded me that, like, I love these, like, viral Twitter threads.
Yeah, I do too.
And I want more.
Will very graciously did all the research for this week's episode. He is straight up just going to be telling me what is up. Mom says, not my first time for Chris digestive problems. Mom, sure not for you. I'm sure you've had to deal with all kinds of digestive problems of mine.
Yeah.
Pooping all over you.
I'm
not saying it's a perfect system, but I don't have a lot of tummy problems.
Braggart. All right.
All right, I'm just sharing this one last place, and then we will be good.
Okay, I'm pretty much ready.
Cool.
Ready to dance. Ready to shine.
Great. Okay. Okay.
Okay, you're good?
Yep.
All right, I think I'm good.
Cool.
I think I'm good. I think I just need to launch into it.
Okay.
You know?
Yeah.
It's all stuffed in my brain.
Yeah.
You know, I just need to get it
Get
out
it
there
out
for
there.
the world.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
All right.
Absolutely.
So then I think in your own good time, and as always, we'd really appreciate it if people out there would consider sharing this video. We're going to bring a story to you that I think is a lot of fun, that a lot of you are really going to enjoy.
I feel good about this one. Will feels like he's sitting on something, I think.
Oh, I'm sitting on something big.
Yeah. Yeah. All right, I'm going to launch it. Yeah. I have a little bit of tummy problems right now, Bobby. I ate food too fast, and I think I've got a gas bubble like a baby.
Food too fast.
I need to get like burped.
Food too fast.
Oh, I see what was going on. You setting up a joke. Mine is a problem. I don't care for it. But usually, yeah, that's the thing. It's that I don't usually have issues because I like all of it.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm punchy. All right. Hello. Welcome to Guides to the Unknown. I'm Kristen.
And I'm her brother, William.
And William is carrying a heavy load today. I was carrying a heavy load. God. And so I asked William to share the load.
Share?
Take on the load.
The whole damn schlemiel. Not to mention the schlemazel.
No, of course.
So this time on the show, we're going to do something that we have not done in a little bit. Mm-hmm. We previously on this show have talked about viral Twitter threads.
Yes.
ARGs, alternate reality games, sometimes they're called. Mm-hmm. They are somewhat interactive storytelling that's happening in the new digital age, where a story can play out tweet after tweet after tweet on Twitter. It evolves over the course of days, weeks, months, and in this case, damn near 2 years of storytelling, as I'm going to talk to you about something called The Sun Vanished.
Yeah, I am very excited to hear about this, but I also feel bad because I figured, like, I knew it was going to be hard for me to do the research this week. And I was like, what's something that's been on our list that seems pretty straightforward that I can ask Will to just cover?
Yeah.
And it's not a big deal. And this sounds like it was a big deal. So it sounds like it's awesome, but I'm sorry I put such a big one on you.
Oh, whatever. It wasn't
I laid a big load.
It's not like out of control or gargantuan or anything.
Yeah.
But certainly, like, I started digging into it and I was like, oh, there's a lot more here than I thought.
Yeah.
So we've covered stuff like this before when we talked about Dear David, which I think is one of the biggest of these kinds of stories.
Yeah.
Somebody tweets an ambiguous image. People can tweet back and be like, I think it's X. Well, I think it's Y. Mm-hmm. And then the story kind of takes twists and turns based on who's doing the tweeting.
Right.
We also talked about this with a story called the Greg thread.
Yep.
Which turned out to be all about eggs.
Egg thread.
Eggs.
Those ended up being 2 of my favorite episodes.
I couldn't agree more.
I love those stories.
And it is for that purpose why I'm very excited to share The Sun Vanished with you.
Excellent.
Will this be like Dear David, another sort of icon of the format?
Of the genre?
Or will it be a Greg thread where you're having a damn good time, but you're kind of like, huh? Mm-hmm. Let's find out.
Let's find out. First, I just want to mention you can follow us everywhere on social media at GTTUpod. And we also have a Patreon page at patreon.com/GTTUpod, where we have monthly bonus episodes every single month on the 13th for members who pledge $4 or what did I say?
You said the 13th.
Oops.
It's the 15th.
The 15th, excuse me. For members who pledge $4 a month or more to us. And in addition to that, we just post things here and there when the mood strikes. So you get some extras in there as well. But it's a whole other podcast a munch that...
It's a podcast a munch. Take a bite. You're going to love it. This is why I'm carrying the episode.
Yeah, I've okay.
Go to Patreon. Go to patreon.com/GTTUpod. Join the Netherworld Warriors. Join us.
Please.
Yes. Okay, so let's talk about The Sun Vanished. There are 3 accounts involved in this story.
Man.
The central one is at The Sun Vanished. And this all kicked off on April 30th, 2018, when The Sun Vanished started telling a story about how the sun vanished. Mm-hmm. Just one day, it's there. The next, it's gone. The initial tweet simply says, help. It's late in the morning and still dark outside. I can hear the tornado sirens in the next county over, but the weather radar is clear. Where is the sun? Then they post a video. They're taking a video of a television in a dark room. Mm-hmm. It's a news report. You can see fires, you can see police lights, and a news anchor is saying, there have been rampant reports of looting, of chaos, of violence. The sun, as we all know, appears not to have risen today.
Yeah.
And then at one point says, the president issued a statement urging people to stay calm and remain in their homes. And instantly, for me at least, the table was set and I was very excited
Yeah.
and kind of creeped out.
Yeah, that's a great premise.
Yes. It's very, you and I are storytellers. This is very clean.
Yes.
The story is called The Sun Vanished, and it tells you everything you need to know.
Right.
And it makes you, in your head, go, well, there are 1,000 different directions that you could take this. If the sun just disappeared, what happens next? Do we go back to, like, the Stone Age, essentially? How long does electricity last? What happens
Right.
to, like,
Oh, God.
governmental structure? What happens on a global structure? What happens not only on those gargantuan levels, what happens in your neighborhood?
Yeah.
What happens if the people who live next door suddenly, the grass is always greener on the other side, keeping up with the Joneses, they've been paying attention to the fact that you've got all the best stuff.
Yeah, it turns into the purge.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Now what's your
And
life
also,
like?
vitamin D is vital to us.
It is. That's why I take my supplements
Absolutely.
every day.
I can't let my mood dip.
I can't let it dip.
Dip.
No. I can't let it dip. If I dip, you dip, we dip,
That's right.
then where are we?
That's the story of the sun vanished that I'm concerned about.
Up Stink Creek without a paddle.
That's right. Well, let's hear what happens to these fellas.
Okay. So the other thing that I want to say about the news reporter is that it was well done, right? Because like the phone is taking footage of a TV that's across the room. So it's blurry. And then I'm thinking that they probably just recorded new audio for a report about an earthquake or something.
Yeah.
And the news anchor voice that they have going is really well done, but it is of that sort of like, as we all know, the sun disappeared this morning. And
Kind of impassive.
impassive and really sort of like relaying the news just like almost like it's a normal news report about a chaos thing, but this seems to be a global event. And it was interesting too because it wasn't the sort of like you'd expect somebody heavy like Walter Cronkite to be like, chaos as the sun has not risen this morning.
Yeah.
Gerald Ford dead today. He was eaten by a pack of wolves. He was delicious. The end of the report, or I guess the end of the video this person is taking, is some sort of a weird roar or like metal. You ever heard like the sound of like an iron structure collapsing, and it's less like a series of smashes and almost like a like it's that kind of a sound, like a
Weird.
like a bend, like a roar of metal.
Yeah.
Which is very weird, but the best way that I can put it.
Yeah.
The very next day, photo of the television, static, no signal. It's already happened.
Right.
You'd think that it would take a while for like,
Instantly there's chaos.
Instantly there's chaos.
Yeah.
Instantly we have no idea what the hell is going on.
Yeah.
Instantly we're plunged into a world of only questions and danger and everything. In the following days they tweet, I'm so tempted to go outside. Should I? It's a poll. There are options for yes or no. 77% of Twitter followers say yes. So are we in a, choose your own adventure
right.
story? If we had said don't go outside, would they not have gone outside? I don't know. We'll never know.
Probably.
I guess, yeah. But so spoiler alert, there are a lot of polls over the course of this story. They always do what the mass have voted for.
Yeah.
So I have to assume that they have thought of branching pathways at certain junctures.
That's so cool.
I love it.
I love that.
And there's a simplicity to it. It's organizationally clean that you're not going to drive yourself crazy with 1,000 branching paths.
Right.
Just should I go outside right now or not?
Yeah.
Okay. Because of the yes, go outside, we suddenly get dark flashlighty footage of a bunch of trees outside, which I love.
Yeah.
And so they're just kind of like investigating around outside. It's very Blair Witchy in a way. And then we hear what is almost like bicycle spokes. Think of a bicycle that's like just like slowly going down a hill. Bikes have that kind of like tick, 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 tick sound to the wheels as they turn.
Yeah.
Or I guess the gears as they turn. You hear a sound kind of like that.
Okay.
And then they turn and look, and there's like an orangey red light that is blinking in rhythm with that ticking.
Yeah.
Don't know what it is. Video cuts off.
Okay.
Someone tweets at them to stay safe and call for help. And our main character, whose name I do not know, at the sun vanished is all I've got, says, "Oh, I can't. There's nowhere that I can really go. The phones don't always work or whatever. For some reason, Twitter is the best option for communicating.
Fine.
To them. You just got to
That's
take
fine.
it for granted.
Absolutely.
Right?
Not a problem.
Suspension of disbelief. This is the way this story will operate. Twitter is how they're always going to communicate.
Yeah.
Okay. 2 people are running down the street. The flashing lights that we saw before are chasing them. Then we get a tweet. Something just flew over my house. And I start wondering, is this a science fiction story? Are we getting a bunch of UFOs? Did the sun vanish, or is the sun blocked from view?
That's a cool idea.
Is there like an alien mothership that's between us and the sun? Has something, devoured the Earth? I don't know.
Right.
The temperature had been getting colder for the last few days. But now that this big UFO thing is flying overhead, it suddenly gets a lot warmer. It gets about like 15 degrees warmer while this thing is overhead.
So we know there's a big UFO thing overhead?
There's definitely something that we can't see. The sky's all black.
So something is blocking the sun. We know that.
We don't
It's not
know
a
that.
question? Okay.
We don't know that, but there is stuff in the sky.
Okay.
There are things flying in the sky.
Okay.
And I also should underline the fact that, I'm going to be describing this story. Again, it takes place almost over the course of a couple of years. So I'll be doing time jumps here and there.
Okay.
And I'll explain gargantuan time jumps.
Okay.
But so far in the story, only like a few days have passed. And periodically at the sun vanished, we'll tweet a photo. Every photo is, almost pitch black.
Yeah.
If you think about taking a photo with your phone, although now phones are getting really good at taking night photos or low light photos. But if you think of that sort of that grainy quality to when you try to take a picture in the dark, just like a bunch of artifacts on the screen.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
just like all fuzzy looking and everything. Every photo looks like that.
Okay.
It's awesome. And it makes me think of how disorienting and crazy it would be if you woke up and you were like, I feel like I slept in, but it's dark out. And you're like, is it the middle of the night? Well, why do I feel this way?
Right.
And then if you realize, like, yeah, okay, it's 2 a.m.? Is it 2 a.m.?
Yeah, like
But you're
waking up from a nap and yeah.
No, wait, it's 2 p.m. It's definitely 2 p.m. Why is it dark out? Like, even just having to figure that out, having to
Yeah.
riddle out the initial process of, like, it's still dark?
Right. Where am I?
Yeah.
It's like when I was a kid one time I took a nap and I woke up and the sun was setting. I thought the sun was rising and I made myself a bowl of cereal. Either mom or dad were like, "What are you doing, hon?"
So in your case, it was kind of a good thing.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Anytime is cereal time for me now as an adult. So to jump on that as a child, thinking I was well within my rights in the household, what could be better?
Cereal is one of the best foods we've got.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Cereal and pizza.
Yeah.
Being able to fold something and eat it, or scoop
Well, I don't want to get
something.
into a whole thing. I don't love folding pizza, but that's neither here nor there. I'll do it. It's
What
not.
are you doing, knife and fork?
No, I prefer to just. You know what? We can't.
What do you do when you get toward the crust? It's so wide. Do you get sauce on either side of your face?
Here's what I do, William. When I start to make my way toward the crust, I start to eye things up and I see how big the crust is, and I stop eating at the level where cheese and pizza is about the same width as the crust. Then I fold that way.
Kristen, I do that too.
I know you do.
And then you turn it horizontally.
Exactly.
And
then-
now it's like you're eating a hot dog.
Exactly.
Yes.
And you have a perfect proportion there. I was more explaining for the listeners at home because I know you do that too.
Yeah, no, I
but
won't.
before I get to that point, I don't really like to fold because the ratio starts getting nuts.
If I just called out to, I've got one of those, I don't want to say the name of it, but I've got one of those like Amazon speaker assistant devices.
Right.
If I just called out and said, Baba, order me pizza right now, would it work? Would it happen?
I bet if you loaded in the pizza place that you like and you saved it as that, I bet you could make that happen. But I think as it is now, it'd be like, what place or whatever.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
I bet I could make that happen.
I bet you
The more I
could.
think about it, I bet I could make that
Yeah,
happen.
crispy pizza vodka pie.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah.
And then as a joke with Allie, I could be like, what? I'm not going to just say, order pizza now. And they'll be like, pizza on the way. I'm like, my joke turned into a reality. Well,
Oops, better eat it.
not going to cancel it now.
Yeah.
All right, anyway. All right, so the temperature gets cold
Yeah.
because there's no sun, but it gets warmer when it feels like there might be an alien spaceship above. I don't
Okay.
even know if it's an alien. I'm calling them UFOs in my personal notes, and then I started referring to them as like unconfirmed UFOs, which would
Okay.
be an unconfirmed, unidentified flying object. I don't
you know.
know. I have no idea what it is.
fine.
There's just stuff in the sky,
Yeah.
and it's warmer when they are around.
Okay.
And there are lights that can chase you.
Okay.
So now our main character gets a text from their friend Danyan.
Okay. Yeah.
Danyon.
That's what I pictured.
Danyon.
Yeah. Like Costanza.
Yes. And they are 2 days' drive away, they say.
Wow. How do you know that already in this like weird apocalypse?
I don't know.
You know?
It's not how I would
Maybe
ever
they've
describe
driven there
anything.
before.
Maybe. But they're able to text with each other, our main character and Danyon.
Okay.
Now we've got another problem. Some dude is standing out front of our main character's house in the dark, of course, with their back to the camera.
Oh.
Now,
This seems to be a trope of the Twitter horror story.
yes, I would
Which is interesting.
almost argue that Twitter horror stories are a form of found footage.
Yeah. Yeah.
And this, I think, is, if you take a look at the larger scope, I think that Twitter horror stories are a new medium. So you can have television, you can have film, you can have podcasts, and I think that you can have interactive Twitter-type stories, social media stories.
I think you can. I wouldn't call it already. I mean, it is a medium in itself, but I wouldn't say it's up there with those. It's a possibility, but it's not such a common thing.
No,
yeah.
I'm not saying that it's commonplace.
No, I
or
know.
anything, but I think that it exists.
Right.
Now, I'm going to be able to show this to people who are watching us live on YouTube.com/TalkBomb. You can also view this by going to YouTube.com/TalkBomb to watch the replay of this episode. But I'm zooming in on it, and I'm going to describe it for people in audio land. It is the front of somebody's house. You can see a concrete path that's winding away, and there's just a person. I couldn't even make out myself whether or not this person is facing us or facing away from us.
Yeah.
Couldn't really tell.
Yeah.
But the tweets
You can't really tell anything
confirm
about them.
that they are facing away.
Okay.
Which, as you said, is sort of a trope of this. When we talked about the Greg thread, there was a scary person standing still.
Yeah.
But again, to talk about the larger scope of things, this is the end of the Blair Witch Project.
Yes, totally.
Where you have
in the Greg thread, were they facing away?
They weren't facing away, but
Okay.
they weren't looking directly at you.
Okay.
And I think that there's a lot of, like, in these kinds of stories, you'll see somebody who is maybe not facing you, maybe, they have their back to you, or maybe it's like a side perspective or a 3/4 perspective. Either way, you don't have
Right.
a clean eye line with them.
Yeah,
And they're
same with
looking
David.
they're looking this way, and then all of a sudden, they look at you.
Yeah.
And then the camera wobbles and you fall down. That's how a lot of these things it's either included or it's the end of one of these stories or something. Here it happens right at the beginning.
Yeah.
That was kind of interesting. And I was almost excited to see it as a trope
Yeah,
of
you're
this
like,
kind
oh,
of
I'm starting to
storytelling.
recognize this.
Yeah, scary person with their back to you. I don't know. And I don't even know. This might also be an Easter egg.
Yeah.
Did At the Sun Vanished write this in because they were inspired by stuff like Blair Witch?
Maybe. Yeah, I like that.
I don't know. So Danyon, they've texted Danyon to say, like, somebody was standing outside. Danyon says, "Get away from the window. Do not talk to them. Do not let them in."
Yeah.
The person, as our main character sort of hides inside, the person has disappeared. Where the hell are they? They're gone. No, wait, they're not gone. There's a knock at the door. There's a video of this on At the Sun Vanished. You can hear
cool.
the knocking on the door, but it's not like some zombified monstrosity. It is almost polite.
Oh, okay.
It's almost just a gentle, like, if that's picking up, just like a little light rapping on the door. Disturbing. Then, At the Sun Vanished.
Or normal.
I don't think so.
I don't know. Maybe I feel like if you're seeing this out of the context of knowing this is a scary story, looking outside, depending on how long you're looking at them, it could be that they're looking around at or for somebody, and then they knock on the door.
No. The sky has been gone for about a week.
Yeah.
And you're knocking normally on someone's door. You go like, "Please, I need your help. If you're in there, please let me in. They're trying to get me." Like you say, that's normal under this situation. Just like average Joe, like, "Shave and a haircut, too bad. Howdy, neighbor." No, not normal. Get out of my life.
Okay.
Go away. Go away.
Yeah.
At the Sun Vanished now shares a DM, a direct message they got from somebody else who's in British Columbia. This person is aware of the Sun Vanished's account, who's documenting all this stuff. They say, "Never look into the red light or you'll become like that scary person at the door." Then somebody, now occasionally there'll almost be like Q&A type things where people can tweet At the Sun Vanished, and then At the Sun Vanished will respond back. And these are just average people, I think.
Yeah.
So somebody texts a picture of the sky where they are, and the sun's out.
Oh.
At the Sun Vanished responds, "To be completely honest, I have no idea how to explain this. Which is kind of fun.
What are you going to do?
Kind of fun. What are you going to do? They could have ignored
right, totally.
that obviously you and I are experiencing the sun, but they decided to confront it. I don't know what's happening. Although I do want to say, fine. I think if this were true, that the sun vanished and then somebody texted you a picture of the sun, you'd be like, stop messing with me.
Yeah, right.
Stop messing with me.
Yeah, it's like a global thing. It was on the news.
Yes, exactly. Like, I know the sun's gone.
Yeah.
And then if somebody sends you a picture of, like, today's newspaper with the sun behind you and a date and time, something irrefutable, that's when you go, like, I have no idea what this means.
I think it was doctored.
I have no... Yeah. You're faking this. Stop messing with me, I guess. Yeah, I don't know. All right. Danyon is back in communication. They are now 8 to 9 hours away, and they have run out of gas. So now it's May 5th. It's been a few days, almost a week now. They ask, should I stay at home or should I drive the 9 hours to get to Danyon? 54% say stay home. So our person stays home.
Okay.
They hear screaming outside, and then Danyon says in a message, after I catch a few winks, I'm going to try to take a look around. Where they're stranded.
Yeah.
After I catch a few winks.
Yeah. Weird.
I would instantly at that point go, Danyon's been taken.
Yeah. I wouldn't be friends with somebody who says taking winks.
Catch a few winks?
I have to tell you, it
that
may be because I'm so kind of like a little overloaded. When you said catch a few winks, I was like, so that's what they're called.
A few winks. I've been catching winks lately. I've got
like,
quite the wink collection.
So Danyon is starting to acclimate in this world. He's spoken to other survivors. These red light things are winks.
and he's getting them all.
He's going to catch them. Okay, got it. And
it's
then I was
like Pokemon.
No, I clearly need a few winks.
Got to catch all the winks.
Yeah.
People now start bringing up the fact that in the scary photo that I was talking about just before, lights are on. His like solar powered garden lights are on.
Yeah.
And so
I know. I didn't say it, but I saw that too. I was like, again, what can you do?
Yeah, you've got to let some of this stuff go by. And honestly, again, I think the account could have just ignored people being like, oh, your solar garden lights are on.
Yeah. I'm trying to tell you a story.
But decides to weave them in. So they say, those lights out there are not solar. They're on a timer, and I can't turn them off without going outside.
Okay, great.
Okay, fine. I just like, that's more of an example of like, I enjoy trying to weave even the quote-unquote mistakes. I love weaving all of that into the reality of this. Now that's a rule.
Yeah, they're very game.
Lights can be on.
Yeah.
Electricity still exists. They start getting all disoriented and screwed up because of the constant darkness. What day is it?
Yeah, your circadian rhythm is for crap.
Yes. A flashing light appears at their house around May 8th. It's kind of like blinking downstairs. They investigate. There's a video of them like trying to sneak up on this blinking light to see what the deal is. And as they start to get a decent look of where it's coming from outside the window, again, remember, it's all black out there. And if something is flashing light, you can't usually see what the source is because, the light will blow out everything else into relative darkness.
Right.
The white light suddenly goes from white to red.
Ooh.
Scramble, 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 video ends. Scary. Danyon, suddenly, over text, wants proof that the main character is still who they are supposed to be.
Oh.
Texting, what street did both of us live on when we were kids? Answer the question! Like, prove that you are still my friend.
Answer me!
They also, at a certain point, because they're investigating where they are stranded, Danyon, they send a picture of graffiti that they have uncovered. It is scrawling almost as if it is on the underside of a bridge or something. And it says, beware of the headlights.
Okay.
Yeah, which I kind of like. It made me think of It.
Yeah, right.
With the deadlights. But beware of headlights, which I like. I was looking around and just found this. No earthly idea what it means.
Yeah, a little more context if you wouldn't mind, graffiti artist.
For sure. Our person gets another DM from somebody named Tucker.
Okay.
This is the first introduction of another Twitter account that we can follow. At TH Madjoy. THMADJOY. By the way, spoiler alert for all of this. Follow at The Sun Vanished if you want to read this without me spoiling it.
Yeah.
I think you've got enough now of the premise of what the story is to see where it veers from here. This is like Act 1.
Yeah.
Almost.
Wow.
So go follow. So this person, Tucker, wants our person, The Sun Vanished, to share their story. Tucker had been traveling with someone named Flynn, who got
Oh.
while they went out to take a leak.
Oh.
Here's a quote from Tucker. He wouldn't speak, wouldn't even acknowledge me. He just stood like a statue for probably a full 12 hours. Then he attacked me out of nowhere. I tried and tried to keep him away, but he just wouldn't stop. I had to stop him. There was nothing else I could do. So did Tucker kill this person?
Yeah.
I had to stop him. There's nothing else I could do.
Sounds like it.
How do you stop somebody who won't stop?
Right.
There are a few options.
It sounds like it.
Now we're beyond day 10 of all of this. Someone else comes a-banging at the door. And the door, when our main person tries to investigate, the door is wide open.
Oh.
But there's no immediate danger. What the hell's going on? The door's just open. Okay. So our main character sets about trying to determine when people are sneaking up on him and sneaking in. He stacks a bunch of red Solo cups in like a pyramid by the front door. He hangs some empty cans on the door so that if the door opens, you'll hear the cans or knock over the cups, whatever. It's very It Follows, which is good.
Yeah.
And then they insist that they're starting to hear people screaming constantly.
Oh.
But even though they try to record it, it doesn't show up on the recorder. Maybe the person's just screaming from too far away, but it sounds like it might be next door.
Yeah.
They eventually resort to putting flour on the floor to see if it'll be disturbed, which is something that I remember from the movie Paranormal Activity.
Yep.
Another found footage.
Yes.
A person from, the person from British Columbia who was messaging before, DMs a photo of what seems to be like a shadow person in their house while they're hiding. It's super hard to make out, so I'm not going to show it on the video, but it's a very found footage-y style looking picture of, like, imagine you're peeking around like a door jam or something. I don't even know what the hell I'm looking at.
Okay.
And then there's just a silhouette of a person, total like shadow person, pitch black. So scary. So scary. So scary.
So scary.
So scary, Kristen. So scary.
So scary. So scary.
Wow, that's really
That's
good.
Poppy from Seinfeld.
Yeah, well done.
Thank you.
Our main character starts to get paranoid. They text Danyan, just curious, what year did we graduate high school? Is Danyan who Danyan's supposed to be?
Yeah, everybody's turning on each other.
Danyan's response, LOL, what?
Uh-oh.
So our person just goes, never mind. Has Danyan been taken?
Yeah, because Danyan knows the score. He asked them for proof.
Yeah, yes. On May 16th now, so we're about a half a month in, Danyan texts, I'm a couple hours away now. What's your address again?
No.
Here's the poll.
No, thank you, Danyan.
Should I trust Danyan? Yes or no?
So fun.
74% of people say no.
No way.
So
No, Danyan's gone.
these texts from Danyan start coming in. Dude, where are you? I've been waiting. Answer my question. This is now the main character.
Yeah.
Answer my question. What year do we graduate high school? And then Danyan says, but we don't have time for this. Main character goes, answer my question. Answer my question.
Yeah. You have time to write back?
So here's, Danyan also asked, by the way, in response to this, my gears start turning here. Danyan goes, are you okay? And I start going, yeah, are we?
Yeah, maybe this
viewing
is an
this from the-
unreliable narrator.
Yes, because the text that they send was, answer my question, period. Answer my question, period. So
That is weird.
it's a little unhinged.
Yeah.
Now, you would be.
Absolutely.
You would be. But are we watching somebody going down,
Right.
off a cliff,
Right.
off a mental cliff? And is Danyan actually chill? But it
I
also,
don't think so. If Danyan was chill, they would just answer the question.
just answer the question. What's
Right.
the harm in answering the question?
Right.
Why would you dodge the question?
Totally. I'm not
Danyan was the
trusting
one.
Danyan.
Danyan was the one
I'm not
who.
trying to trust Danyan.
I'm not trying to trust Danyan right now. Danyan was the person who raised the possibility of you not being you,
Right.
of you not having the right memories. So for Danyan to play any games,
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. He knows very well how serious this is.
I'm not trying to play no games, Danyan.
Not today, Danyan.
Not today, Danyan.
Not today.
Not today. Now, this also raised important questions for me. What do people know when they get taken, converted, corrupted, whatever the hell is happening?
Right. How much of them remains?
Why? Let's assume that Danyan has been converted into a monster. A monster just texted, LOL, what?
Right. Right.
Right?
Yeah.
So, and by the way,
They know how to adapt.
a monster knows how to text
Right.
and,
Right.
and drive a car.
Yeah.
What do we know? What do we know at certain points? I don't know. It's just something I'm paying attention to.
Okay.
Something I'm paying attention to at this point.
I think that's good.
Now, the flower on the floor suddenly has been disturbed. Main character is also very disturbed.
Right.
Decides that the house that they're in is no longer safe. They just don't trust it. They're running out of supplies. It's been weeks, right? So they decide to run to the neighbor's house where they've been hearing the screaming. Nobody is inside.
Don't run there.
Don't run there. Of course, don't run there.
Yeah.
But maybe there's a person alive there.
Sure.
I don't know. They go inside. Nobody's in the house, but they do find a note that references the strobe. The strobe.
Okay.
Not the headlight.
Okay.
The
Different
strobe.
thing.
Also, the water seems to be cleaner at the neighbor's house
Weird.
than at the main character's house. He posts a photo comparing the two and goes, doesn't the water from my house appear to be, for lack of a better word, darker? And it does. There appears to be some sort of a goo or a residue or a black muck that is at the bottom of his water bottle.
That doesn't seem great.
And he's been drinking that for days. Ugh. Mysterious. They hear a loud tone outside. They look outside and they can just barely see against the skyline an object in the sky. Super hard to make out. I'm sharing this on YouTube. It is like almost part of a star.
Yeah, that is what it looks like.
It's like 3 points of a star in the sky. What the hell is this
Like
thing?
a diamond with an arm.
Yes, like a diamond with an arm.
Yeah.
Is it a spaceship? Is it an energy? Is it physical? What the hell are we looking at? Kristen, the answer? I don't know.
Okay.
So anyway, let's move on. It's been about a month now. A blue light.
Are we a month into a 2-year project, you said?
Yes, don't worry. There are big time jumps soon.
Okay.
Big time jumps start coming soon. Don't worry about it.
Gotcha.
A month in now, and a blue light is glowing from outside of a bathroom door our character is in. Someone is yelling, should I stay or should I leave? 54% say leave, not stay.
Yeah.
There's a dead body in the middle of the road. Our main character says, it's too gruesome to take a photo of.
Fair.
Okay.
Fair. I think that's a good call.
They have found a 5-star notebook with scribblings from a grandpa. He misses his wife and grandchildren.
Oh, that's sad.
They're trying
real quick, do we have a does this story end?
There is an ending.
Okay.
There is not a resolution.
Okay.
The grandpa's been doing experiments trying to figure out what the hell is happening with the lights, sets up flashlights, tries to find patterns, whatever. It eventually results in the final page, this scribbly writing that's getting messier and messier. I was being reckless and I looked into the light. The red light. I feel empty inside.
Uh-oh.
The sun is back.
Oh, that's
in
cool.
Big letters that take up like half the page. The sun is back.
That's cool.
Smash cut. It's been a month and a half. We're now in mid-June. Tucker is alive, the person over Twitter.
Yeah.
Advises against letting the blue light shine on you. The body in the road is now gone, and Danyan has not been responding to texts. There's somebody at the window.
Oh, God.
They're knocking on the glass. There's a video of it. I, William, do not like it. I find it scary.
Ooh, I'll have to look that up.
You can hear a whispering. If you listen close, it's a woman's voice going, the sun is back. The sun is back.
Oh, my God.
The sun is back.
Yeah.
It progresses from tapping to a loud banging, almost like they're smashing their head on the window. And then the cracking of glass. Glass is shattered. She's in the house. She's in the house.
Oh, God.
Our main character manages to get inside and hide under a bed. The person who has followed them inside is now standing outside the bed our main character is hiding under.
Oh, no.
And there's a photograph of just their feet.
This is also a good horror trope. This popped up recently in Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark and in Haunting of Hill House.
Yes.
Being under a bed, seeing somebody's scary feet shuffling around outside.
100%.
Yikes.
I'll kind of fast forward this part.
Okay.
The person is walking, looking around for them in the house. They hide under the bed for a long time and eventually post another poll. I think the person's gone, but I don't know what's happening.
So I had taken to Twitter.
Yes. Should I examine upstairs or downstairs? Everyone says go upstairs. They go outside, they find a bloody handprint on the wall, and they go upstairs to a room where that person, those feet, are just standing in a room with their back to the main character again, and they appear to be in some sort of a trance. They're not responding to anything.
Oh, man.
Our main character locks them in that room and goes back downstairs. But upstairs, That person comes to again, bashes through the door.
Oh, God.
Our main character hides back under this bed, and there's a video now of the feet walking into the room, a bend down, and an arm reaching out for the person.
Oh, no.
And then at the end of the video, as the hand is about to get them, honk, honk, there's a car honking outside. Danyan has been reading the main character's Twitter feed, saw they were in danger, honked the horn, has a gun, has been shooting pistol sounds to distract the being. The being is distracted, leaves the main character alone, and walks away. Danyan texts the main character, hurry, grab your stuff, I'm in the car. They are reunited. They're able to drive off together.
Oh, so it was Danyan just being weird.
It was Danyan.
Danyan should have just answered the Danyan question.
Answer the Danyan question, Danyan.
Weird, okay.
Danyan confirms their humanity, by the way, by saying, what, you need me to prove it to you? All right, fine. At your 11th birthday party, I gave you a Batman Lego set. Is that good enough? Grab your stuff. Let's go.
Yes, it is. And also knowing what year we graduated high school would have been good enough, too.
Yeah. Tell me any one of these things. I would have trusted you the whole time.
Did Danyan have a gun with him?
Danyan
I would
does
have
have
to just
a gun.
play, like,
Danyan.
like gun sounds.
Danyan's got a gun. We see it in the video when main character jumps into the car with him.
Okay. Oh, wow.
Times are tough. Okay.
Are we seeing people's faces and stuff, like actors?
No.
Okay.
No. Time jump. We jump to the beginning of July 7th. They've been camping for a while now. They saw a star in the sky, but when our main character starts to take a video of it, it blinks away out of reality. Question time. Is that because an alien mothership blocked it from view, just happened to move across the center at that time? Or because stars are suns from other galaxies?
Oh.
Was there one galaxy out there that still had a sun and it just got extinguished
And
as
they
well?
just happened to watch it get extinguished. Huh. Was that a poll or that was just a question?
That's just a question that I
Yeah.
have. It's just an observation I have. I thought it was interesting.
That is interesting.
I just thought it was interesting.
That's all.
I just thought it was interesting. Okay. Danyan and the main character are together now, but things are not as good as you would think. They've been having an argument.
Oh, no.
Danyan thinks that it's not safe to be posting everything they do on Twitter. Main character says, this is the only thing that I can do to try to reach out to other people. I've been able to text with other people and stuff.
I mean, that's also a good point.
They both have perfectly reasonable arguments. On July 13th, main character wakes up. Danyan is gone. Left with the car. Now, there's a weird flickering light outside. They're like sleeping in a tent. And there's like almost, remember old slideshows? Like you'd literally have a little slide and you'd have to shine light through and it'd be on a little carousel. It goes like ka-chunk, konk,
Yep.
ka-chunk, konk, ka-chunk, konk.
Yep.
There's light flashing in that kind of a rhythm with that kind of a sound. Totally different from what we've seen before. They ask, should I go investigate it or stay here? 56% of people say go investigate it.
Yeah.
So
You can't stay in your tent forever.
Exactly. They leave the tent, try to follow the light.
You want to take down the feet?
Yeah, I'll take down the feet.
Okay.
It takes them to a cornfield, and then we just do a kind of a time jump.
Okay.
Don't know what it
Cliffhanger.
is. Yeah,
Okay.
kind of. We jump from July to September 30th. A couple months.
Okay.
They have found a car. They're able to finally charge their phone. So now I guess we're saying the phone died.
Yeah.
Therefore, some Twitter followers have found him
Oh, okay.
and saving him. Danyan's been texting a series of apologies, saying that they're a goner.
That Danyan is a goner?
Yeah.
Okay.
And the main character's like, no, you're gonna survive.
Okay.
Okay. Main character is surviving by finding cold spots. Warm spots are dangerous,
Yes.
as we know.
Absolutely. Anybody's been in a pool knows that.
Yeah. Put that poo in the pool.
That's what?
What?
Go ahead.
I put the pee in pool.
You're like, pit.
Pit. Then they hear another sound in the sky. Not like the mothership. This was a jet.
Oh.
Humans? Human jet? I don't know. Smash cut. End of October now. Even further now.
Okay.
They went through a junkyard. All the mirrors are gone from the cars.
Huh. Okay.
An account at Lost Sun News, this is now our third account, managed by someone named Nat, messages Danyan and said, or no, I think he retweets this account. And they say that they are a Russian soldier who managed to kill the demon lights
Wow.
so now headlights, strobes, demon lights,
Wow.
with the help of an old World War II anti-air cannon, saying, quote, "Contact with the body equals death. More are coming. Some are bigger than others, and a mothership is right above our base, and it will crush us if we shoot it."
Oh boy.
Smash cut a month later. It's the end of November 2018 now. They didn't know that time passed. They thought maybe a week went by, but it's been a month.
Oh, they're starting to lose time.
What the hell do you mean I've been gone for a month? It's only been a week or so.
Uh-oh.
They don't know where they are. But suddenly in their phone, there's a photo album just called Remember, with a bunch of images of places in the daytime. A long road, a field, a brick wall. They don't know what it means. They start to say, like, you know what? But I think I'm okay. Maybe I'll just stay right here. I feel good right here.
Yeah, this is
Where I am,
perfect.
I'm by the water. By the water feels safe.
Oh boy.
Our old friend Tucker sees that and responds, "No, get out of there. That's what the water is for. The water is to make you feel safe. They're coming for you. Get out of there right now." A mothership seems to spot the main character. They don't understand how, but they get away. The water might have psychotropic properties.
Oh, okay.
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 Smash cut, December 29th. It's the end of the year 2018 now. They go to a city. The city's been destroyed. There's a new photo in that photo album. It's fine.
Okay. Okay.
It's been fine.
Okay.
Smash cut, it's even later. Now
Yeah.
it's like April.
Okay. That's
They've been
fine.
investigating a city. They've been having dreams about Danyon, Tucker, and Nat.
Okay.
Okay. Finally, in April, they get to where Danyon's supposed to be. Danyon had tweeted a set of coordinates or texted a set of coordinates. Main character's been trying to get there. Gets there. There's nothing there.
Oh.
Okay.
Thanks, Danyon.
They're attacked by a monster. Their arm breaks.
Oh.
And their arm is not healing. Their veins are turning black.
What's this monster like? What's the deal with the monster?
There's just a video of a car, and you hear sounds, and then
Okay.
there's a tweet that says, "I broke my arm."
Okay.
So, I don't know.
Okay.
Okay. At the end of April, Danyon texts the main character. But wait, this isn't Danyon. It's someone using Danyon's phone.
Oh.
And
they cop to it? It's a person being like,
Yes.
"Hey, I'm Bloobity Blue." Okay.
well, kind of. They're like, "We have your friend.
Oh.
We've got your friend,
Uh-oh.
Danyon.
Yeah.
We'll give him back to you safe and sound." But what we want is at the Sun Vanished's Twitter account.
Oh. Okay. They want to seize his Twitter?
Yes. There is a theory that main character's Twitter account holds the keys to survival.
Okay. All right.
Their arm is still not getting better. This group meets up with the main character and explains that the water is responsible for their arm not healing, and there's goo coming out of it.
Okay.
And they
Well,
confirm...
water's pretty,
Yeah.
important to the human bod,
But
so
that black goo water is not good.
Right.
They also confirm that the black goo has mental, psychological
yeah, psychotropic
mumbo
properties.
jumbo going
Yeah.
on. They get away. We smash cut now from May 2019 to November
Oh.
2019.
Oh, okay.
The account has been dormant, low these past 6 months.
Amazing.
So this is just in the last few weeks.
This is good timing.
Yes. They're back home, and they have not heard from that group. They have not gotten any text from Danyon.
Yeah.
They don't know what's going on. The way that they've returned home, their house is exactly how they left it. There's still flour on the floor from where they had placed it.
Does that have demon paw prints in it, does it?
No,
Phew.
but it has been completely disturbed.
Yeah.
Completely disturbed.
You wouldn't believe how disturbed this flower is. It's thrown everywhere.
Final tweet from at the Sun Vanished.
Yeah.
November 12th, Kristen. So not that long
Wow.
ago, for 8 days ago,
Yeah.
as of this recording. The world has been harvested. What is there left to do? It's over. We lost.
Oh.
The Sun Vanished
Okay.
is over? ? The battle has been lost?
Well, you could either say it's over, or this is the part before they rise back up.
Yeah, this is the
Who
all
knows?
is lost moment.
Yeah.
And then we're going to get a rallying. Mm-hmm. Maybe. I don't know.
Wow, what good timing.
Wild
I must have
timing.
felt the sun, damn it.
I must have felt the sun, damn it.
Guys.
The sun is back. The sun is back.
It's back.
It's back. Now, I can also confirm, because there are two other accounts that are involved in this, Tucker and Nat. Mm-hmm. Nat has not tweeted since May.
Okay.
Which is also when the sun vanished, had stopped tweeting earlier this year. Tucker, though. Now, I assumed that whoever's behind this in May was kind of like, all right, screw this.
Maybe. Well, but if they seemed like they had so many gaps. Although
that was a big gap. 6 months is a big gap.
And it seems like it could be on a human level just being like, let me just wrap this up.
Right.
Do you know what I mean? Like, so it's not sitting in my mind as a thing that still has to happen. Let me put a button on it in November and be like, it's over, we lost, or
Correct.
whatever.
Right.
And then, like, I don't have to worry about this anymore.
So I assumed that May was the original ending, and now maybe out in November they're like, well, I should really say something.
Yeah, right.
So the main character says that they lost. The end. But the May to November gap was broken by Tucker. Tucker tweeted in August. Something that was like, everybody's having their own individual experience. Like Nat's story seems to be about like losing her mom. Tucker is trying to meet up with Nat and like kind of enjoys the life that they've got together now in a weird way, surviving on the road.
Yeah.
But so there was an odd tweet from Tucker in August. So that, what I would have assumed was May going like, I'm done with this.
Yeah.
To like, oh, it's November now. Maybe I should do something. It's not quite right, because Tucker did do something in August. So maybe there is a plan to keep this puppy alive.
That would suggest that.
Maybe they've been in the planning stages. Maybe they've been contacted by somebody to do a bigger version of this or take it in a new direction or something.
Yeah.
But
who knows?
Who knows? Quite frankly,
Huh.
when we talked about the Greg thread in a previous episode, there was a suggestion that that story might not be done.
Right, that it might come back like the following January, I think, right? Yeah.
The interesting thing about stories like this is that they have the absolute freedom
Yes.
to stop when they want and pick back up whenever they want.
Right.
Nobody holds the keys to continuing this.
And it's almost a given that they will. Like, it's not as big a deal as a TV show that'd be week to week or something.
Yeah.
Like, you could have followers and they're probably not going to unfollow you on Twitter because you stopped doing the thing. It'll just be that they're scrolling one day and it's like, oh my God, there's like another thing from the sun vanished.
Yes,
Cool.
exactly. Yeah. Oh my God, this story is picking back up again. This is so exciting.
And it's allowed in a way. It's not in a lot of other mediums, that
Right.
kind of stop-start.
Yes. So I will conclude by saying it is possible that the sun vanished is done.
Yeah.
It is possible.
Sure.
8 days ago, the account said we lost, which certainly has a smack of finality.
Absolutely.
Though, as you pointed out, there could still be a door left open to showing why the war is not lost.
Yes.
The story has been set up so that our main character might be the very person who holds the keys to resolving this
Right, because,
scenario.
why did those people want his account?
Right.
It does sound like there's more.
Furthermore, there are all of these embedded clues in the Twitter account, I feel. That folder that says remember and has photographs of stuff, they post those photographs.
Yeah.
Is there a game to be played?
Maybe.
Is there a way to solve the sun vanished as a thread from our perspective?
Right.
You know what I mean?
That's
Maybe
a very
they're
cool
waiting.
idea.
Maybe they are waiting for some reader of the story, some participant, to tweet the right key at them to unlock the next chapter of the story.
Honestly, maybe.
Maybe. Not impossible.
No.
And so I will impart unto all of our viewers and listeners, go follow at The Sun Vanished.
Yeah, I'm going to for sure.
Dig into the story yourself. See if you come up with something. Because I, in investigating this story, was able to read up until this point. But I feel as if the story might not even be done for me. Because, Kristen, now I feel like I'm in the world of The Sun Vanished.
Oh, my God.
And can I help unlock the next sequence of events?
Perhaps you can.
The answer? Maybe.
The answer? Probably not.
The answer? No. But there you have it.
Awesome.
At least
Thank
for
you.
now, that is The Sun Vanished.
William, I'm so glad that you took this on. Thank you very much.
Kristen, it was a journey.
Yeah, absolutely.
A bit of an adventure, if
Yep.
I'm being quite honest. Who is our main character? What is happening?
Yeah, there's still so much we don't know.
Yes.
And may never know, but maybe we will.
There are comfortingly familiar tropes of
Right.
found footage storytelling, of social media storytelling to be found in this story. There are some interesting nuggets of where the story could go in the future, and I still
Yeah.
think a lot of possibilities.
Yeah, it seems like it.
I personally really enjoy things like in the Blair Witch movies that somebody will go like, the Blair Witch is this person because this happened to them. And somebody
Right.
else will say like, no, I heard the Blair Witch is that like I
Yeah.
like the different interpretations of things.
Yeah, absolutely.
From where I'm sitting, it feels as if this story is a series of 90 beginnings and people going like, it's called the strobe. No, it's called the headlights. No, it's called the
Oh, yeah.
demon lights or
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah. They could all just be talking about the same thing.
Right.
Not necessarily different. Yeah.
Yes. Now, I don't know how you answer any of these things in a satisfying way, but there is a way.
Yeah, of course there is.
Yes.
Just like every story.
So I'm very curious
Yeah.
to see what comes next.
Me too. All right, everybody. Follow the sun vanished.
Follow the sun vanished. Join, save the sun, save
Yeah.
the world.
Please save us.
Save us.
And you know what would also save us, which would really get us through this sunless time, is leaving us a 5-star review on Apple Podcasts, any podcast app you use, or wherever you hang out, Facebook, whatever. We would super appreciate it. We love those reviews, and they help other people feel like the show is legit and check it out. And then we get all more friends who can hang out and talk about this stuff together.
We just need friends.
That's all we need.
That's all we need. Meh.
You can also go to patreon.com/GTTUpod to get those monthly episodes from the Netherworld Dispatch, which is a whole other podcast that gets unlocked over there for you when you donate $4 or more per month.
Yes.
You can find us on social media
At GTTU Pod
yeah.
to stay up to date with horror news from throughout the week.
Yes.
Join our Facebook group by going
Yeah,
to
it's very cool.
facebook.com/groups/GTTUpod to talk with other people who enjoy the show, share spooky stuff that you've found in the group.
Yeah.
It's a lot of fun to do. And
Yeah, that group pops.
yeah, it really does pop. You guys slap, you know
Yeah.
that?
Oh my God.
You guys really clap cheeks, so to speak.
Yeah, so join us over there. It's very, very cool. I love that group.
You can also follow Kristen and myself individually.
That's right. I'm at Chillin' Kristen on Instagram and Twitter.
I am at The Myth Traveler. So thank you all so much for hanging out with us and finding out what happens when the sun gets blotted out of the sky, or wondering what's to come. And then we'll
Oh, you caught it from me.
I
Sorry.
was so close.
Yeah, you were doing really well.
We'll be back next week to talk about mythical myths and mysterious mysteries.
Yeah, I'll take it on next time.
But until that time comes, we must travel.
Back to the netherworld go we. Goodbye.
Bye-bye. We made it.
We talk real good too.
We made it.
Boy, oh boy, oh. Sorry, guys.
Chef Boyardee.
Yeah.
Yeah. There you go, everybody. I'm going to share real quick, if you don't mind.
Not at all.
This is the photograph of legs. I didn't share it in the main show.
Oh, okay.
But do you see that? Like, isn't that creepy?
Oh, I was looking at it wrong. Okay,
Yeah.
I see. Yeah.
Isn't that great? Like, I love things like that where you
Yeah, that's awesome.
you feel like you might be looking at it wrong.
Yeah.
You know?
That's cool.
Yeah. Bobby says, I like ARGs, but it's more fun when it's more grounded in reality. Yeah, I was kind of
see that.
curious. The first thing that I thought of when I thought of the sun going away is kind of what I said to you on the show. Like, how does this play out
Yeah.
on different scales?
Yeah.
What does the world do? Like, what does NATO do?
Right.
What do individual governments do? What do the states do? What do towns do?
Yeah.
What do neighborhoods do? What do neighbors do? What does your family do? What do you do? Like, there are 50 different
Yeah.
stratums
Yes.
on which things can play out in really interesting dynamic ways.
Yeah.
And so I was kind of hoping to see like neighbor against neighbor kind of thing in this. But honestly, a story like this is as much a platform as it is an individual story. Like, you could then say, this is like almost a writing prompt. I tell you, the sun has vanished. And I'm going to tell you, let's go a little further.
Yeah.
The sun vanished brings up like 1,000 different things you could do with it. I say to you, here's your writing prompt. The sun vanished. Aliens did it. And they flash light on you and it corrupts you.
Yeah.
what happens now.
Yeah.
You can tell, you can write a 1 million page long story all about the first 12 hours after the sun disappears.
Yeah, absolutely.
Or you could tell a story that takes place 50 years after the sun disappears.
Yeah, there are a million ways to take it.
Absolutely. So I'm very curious to see where this goes. I think it's a great concept.
Yeah,
Very, very
it's cool.
fun concept.
Definitely.
Bobby says when it's about spooky ghost stories, personal stories that have way more potential to happen inside reality. Like the sun disappearing, aliens, things like that take place across such a wide distance and span of time just aren't as believable. So many things aren't believable. Star Wars isn't believable.
Yeah, but I think Bobby, like, I get it, because if you're talking about literally like one of these like ARG stories or like Twitter kinds of things, it's supposed to be like within our reality. So that I get that.
I guess that's true. If you're going to do a found footage thing and then say that it's like a vastly different reality, it quickly becomes unrelatable.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, this is cool. This it doesn't ping for me the same way like Dear David or Greg Thread do for me.
Yeah. I agree.
It's cool, but it's not quite as poppy.
I agree. I also think that there is something to the fact that there's a chance it's done. Like when I was researching this, I was kind of glad to see that there was a final tweet that was recent.
Yeah.
But it ends in a way that suggests there are so many questions that don't get answered.
Yeah, totally.
Like the Greg thread answered too many questions. I think that this one might not be done. If it's done, it left so many questions unanswered.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's both a fine ending and not a very satisfying one.
Yeah, totally.
But it's an ending. I don't know.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, personnel change says, I thought it was a glitch in the Matrix story. So did I. When they responded to somebody who had a photo
that makes sense.
of
yeah.
a clear sky.
Right, there's just something wong with their reality.
Yes.
They don't have a sun in like their universe.
It felt possible, but I don't know.
Yeah, that makes total sense.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, Megan said there's one on No Sleep about those calm apps and don't use them when you sleep. Yeah, maybe they do like something funny when they sleep. Yeah.
They know when you fall asleep and then something else happens.
Yeah.
I like that. That's fun.
That is cool.
Okay, everybody.
All right, dudes.
I think we're going to peel out.
Yeah.
Rev up the engine. Put it in drive.
All right.
How do you rev an engine?
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't think I've ever revved an engine in my life.
All right, we're going to go now.
Yeah. Bye, guys. Thanks for hanging out. I hope you liked it.
Yeah, we'll see you soon.
Okay.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.